Hello everybody, welcome to WineActually TV. I'm your host, Wilson JQ Quah, and
I'm Shaun.
And this is Malaysia's first wine TV. This is our third episode on Yellowtail, and today we are going to be tasting a Merlot. So, Shaun, what do you think about Merlots in Australia? Merlots from Australia. Have you ever tasted like a good one?
Not a single varietal. I don't know, I personally feel Merlots work best in blends because the thing is that it's not a very tannic grape, so it lacks a bit of structure. So normally it's like a blender, you mix it with a Cabernet Sauvignon or something with more tannins to give it a little bit more structure. Otherwise it can be a little bit dull.
Yeah.
For my liking at least.
Well, actually I had a question yesterday. Not really a question. I had a statement, put in front of me yesterday by Dom Chong. Dom Chong, that's the one. Dominic Chong. You have to be watching. And I was telling him something about a Super Tuscan, okay? And I'm just telling him about the Super Tuscan that we had, the Brancaya.
Yeah.
And the first question that he popped back to me was that, why is a blend so expensive? You know what? that is the most wrong perception people have.
Firstly, Dom, if you're watching this, I'm very disappointed in you. You should know better.
Yeah.
Come on, man, the most expensive wines in the world are blends. Romani Conti, all the Omedocs and the Margaux.
Romani Conti is...
Oh no, sorry, not Romani Conti, but the Bordeaux. Most of them are blends, if not all of them.
Yeah. I think
shame on you, Dom.
I think this is the perception of a lot of people. They think that single malt whiskies are more expensive than blended whiskies. Not necessarily. Think about Blue Label. Blue Label is not that single. That's a single malt.
Blue Label.
It's Johnny Walker.
Right, sorry.
This is many people had that kind of perception that single varietals, say a Shiraz on its own or a Merlot on its own, is going to be more expensive and more, bang for your buck kind of grape. But no, that's generally the wrong perception.
Yeah.
Getting blends are...
It's an art.
It is an art. It is something about...
a little bit it's a bit of a science as well, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's a lot about the skills of the winemaker. You know, how do you... It's like, to me, like Merlot is something very... It can't stand on its own. Okay, it can't stand very much. That's why he said that. You haven't tasted a great, memorable single varietal Merlot.
But having said about single varietals, what you will come to realize is that, for example, in Australia, right, a lot of the wines will just say Merlot, for example. It may not necessarily, like this one. This one says Merlot on its own, but it doesn't mean that it has to be 100% Merlot. As long as it's 85% and above, then it's okay. So they can actually have a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon in there, and they don't have to tell you, and the law says it's fine.
Is that the law in Australia?
The Australian.
You mean there's
there's like a body like labeling, obviously, so you can't be misrepresenting and that sort of thing. So to a certain extent, it's all right. And then this is from Southeastern Australia. Southeastern Australia is a huge region.
Actually, Southeastern
Australia, wine producing.
When you read the label from Australia for wine from Australia, when it says Southeastern Australia, it literally means that it's from anywhere in Australia except for the western part of Australia, where the Perth side. Imagine Australia, this big picture. So it's going to be stretching from
South Australia,
which is like McLaren Vale down. What's that? Adelaide. It starts from
South Australia. It's basically it's not just, but it's basically like the whole state, if you call it, like New South Wales, Victoria, and South Australia, and that is the bulk of where all the wines come from. So it's a catch-all.
It's like from Adelaide here, down to Melbourne, up to Sydney, and all the way up. Anyway,
Yeah, let's
let's taste some wine because that's what we do here at WineActually TV.
Alright,
we taste wines.
Do you wanna zoom in?
Let me try this.
Yellowtail Merlot 2009, quite young.
Yeah. Usually, one of us will be behind the camera, but today we're going to do a two-people episode, so it's all on remote control. I don't know how it will turn out, but yeah, give us some feedbacks on whether you like the one-person one or the two-people one. You know?
The color's pretty alright. Purple, young, no sign of aging.
Yeah, it's like
Intense, okay
I really highly suspect. Do you know? Is there any rules with, for adding colorings into wine?
Well, I don't think they would add coloring. I know they do things like if it's not acidic enough, if the wine's not acidic enough or not tannic enough, they do add. They can. In Australia, it's not regulated, so they can actually add these things.
Add sugar. It's normal, you know. They add sugar to your wine.
Well,
let's do a bit of sniffing. See what we get on the nose.
I quite like the color actually for a Merlot.
It's actually a combination of plums and do you get blueberries? It's like plums meets blueberry kind of thing going on.
Yeah. More cherries though. But it's not the ripe cherry, it's more of the slightly sour.
Well, it says here aromas, ripe plums and mulberries. So what does mulberries smell like? I've never
tasted mulberry before.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. The only mulberry that I have smelled before tastes like leather.
How do mulberries look like? I'll have to Google this.
Apparently,
you guys are gonna look at the mulberry here. I don't know what mulberry is.
Yeah.
So forget about mulberry. Do not
handbag.
Yeah, mulberry the handbag. Thank you.
Hey, the nice bags, okay?
Pretty expensive.
Except every other person has it, so it's like, well, except me. Yeah,
One.
Wilson has one.
No. Never trust him.
Not very exciting on the nose.
No,
but not offensive. It's not offensive.
Closed nose. It has a little bit of it's a little bit of. You can smell sort of like sweetness on the nose. A little bit of sweetness. A little bit of yeah. For me, it's more like plum mixed blueberries, like the Merlot mixed the Shiraz yesterday.
The plum is the dominant one, no doubt. Anyways.
Yeah, which is very characteristic for our Merlots. You know, you always get plummy kind of yeah.
It's quite medicinal. Like herby medicinal.
Okay. Not much going on.
Got the plums lah. I get plums. I get
I just get this feeling of this is like super easy to drink. Like, in the back of my mind, I want to bash this wine. Everyone to bash it for me.
You can't bash it because it's not offensive.
No, it is straightforward. Okay, what this wine is, it is straightforward. It's right to the point. There's nothing too interesting. But this is the wine. You could just spend an afternoon sitting in the porch, the porch, watching your kids play or watching your puppies run around, and then
you don't even have to have it with food.
Yeah,
I have this with a book. Right. And it's actually got quite a good finish it's got a good length. So, I mean, in terms of the quality of grapes that they use, can't be that bad. But it's not very complex.
It's not.
Yeah, a little bit of spice.
A little bit of pepperish.
Yeah, but this is the kind of wine that I just drink now.
A little bit of pepperish, a little bit of vegetable.
I get the medicinal taste, like the herbs, herby kind of taste. Like if you get basil and all, you mash it up.
Yeah. Right. Nothing too much. Oh, okay. Finish. Let me describe the finish. You know, it takes you on a ride like eating a plum. Okay. Eating a plum, and then your mom comes around and tell you, son, finish your vegetable. This is like finish your vegetable. Then you start eating a vegetable. Then after that, your mom said, there's like a herb tea. Like a herb tea on the table for you, you know? The kind of thing. Then after, you go through all the 3 different kind of processes and it's a bit too...
Alright, okay. They get it.
Fine.
I don't know if you guys have realized or noticed, but we've been struggling with our end line, with our closing line. We can't seem to think of a good closing line. So you guys...
I think that'll be question of the day.
Oh yeah.
Question of the day.
What's our closing line?
A closing tagline. Yeah. So for now, thank you for watching. Cheers, Shaun.
Nice sound.
Thank you for watching. I'm Wilson J.Q. Quah, and he is...
I'm Shaun.
And we are signing off from WineActually TV, bringing people together.